You are asking me to do a birth chart on Pierre Poilievre. I can never say his name right, and I'm Canadian. He was born in Calgary, so we don't know his time of birth, but let's take a deep dive into who is he astrologically, celestial, and let's look at some predictions. Seriously, wait to the end or skip to the end because I got to download instantaneously about what Pierre is about to do, like any day now. This is April 20th, 2024. We've got Jupiter Uranus, and he's about, if you're Canadian, you're going to want to listen to it. So as a Canadian, I do want to trust this guy. I want to love this guy. I want to think that he's going to be our savior. But there's a couple of red flags I want to point out. Now remember, I do true sidereal Vedic astrology, so please don't look at his sun sign and go, he's not that, Taurus, he's a Gemini. So do your research first. Anyways, let's take a look. It's interesting because the last time I did a reading on him, I was doing Western astrology, so it was a completely different chart. So let's take a look at what I'm seeing this time. All the aspects, everything's the same. But the first thing that I love is Pluto. Pluto has a great aspect to Neptune and a great aspect to two inner planets, which is the planet of who am I, who are you, what are you all about, and Mercury, what do I think, how I communicate. And they're very close together. So communication and to be trusted, because it's in Taurus around loyalty and trust and money and finances. But because there's Pluto there, he does a ton of investigation. He's very investigative before he blabs off verbally. He thinks things out thoroughly. But I will tell you, if you trigger this guy, he's going to get pissed off. He can lose his cool. And I think that they're going to learn that is his Achilles heel. That's his kryptonite. So all they have to do is push him, and then he can lose his shit, and it'll look like he's completely out of control. Now, the other thing I'm a little bit concerned about, though, because these are all not too bad, it also means he's a warrior, and he's a fighter, and he is assertive, and he doesn't give up easily, and he's an activist. But his moon, I mean, right away, it's going to show moon's sun. It's going to show that there is some kind of conflict with mom. It also shows abandonment and loss with mom, which makes sense because he was adopted. And also, I am concerned, though, is that there's a sense of showmanship. He wants to get attention. He wants to show the world. But because he has this little guy right here, it's not so bad. He has been royalty before. He has been a place of importance, probably in politics, which very much could have been king, queen kind of status way back when. So he does demand some, pay attention to me. I'm an important person here. However, that could be easily dismissed depending on the time of his birth. So if he was born like after 9 o'clock at night, then he's got his moon in Virgo, and I really like the moon in Virgo, specifically with all this Taurus, because that means that he's practical and rational and service orientated and guilt ridden if he does anything wrong. Or it could be on the cusp if he's born around 8 or 9, which would be really cool as well too. But we don't know. We don't know when he was born. So taking a look at predictions, right now as we speak, he's got Uranus hitting his Mars. So he is getting angry. I believe that right now he's writing up a, what's the word for it? An opposition or some sort of appeal against some plan or probably a bill that's coming out. And he's going to appeal to Canadians' desire. What do you desire? What do you want? What do you love? Who do you love? Do you love your career? Do you love your job? Do you love your children? Do you love your Canada? Do you love being Canadian? He's really going to appeal to that sense of loyalty and love and commitment and determination. And it's going to come across. It's really going to pull on the heartstrings as well. But it is going to bring people together to go, you know what? We stand together for what we love. And that is our Canada. And we are Canada. Trudeau is not Canada. The Liberal government is not Canada. Canada is us, and we are going to be the ones that negate what happens to Canada, which is us. Namaste.